When we hear about the dangers that are facing kids online today, it is so easy to want to completely do away with technology altogether and go back to the dark ages when we all communicated with rotary phones. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Jokes aside, the reality is we've all had to rapidly adapt to a technological age. In a sense, the kids of today who are growing up immersed in technology are like guinea pigs. Since the release of smartphones, mental health concerns have increased in children and young adults. The rate of adolescents reporting symptoms of major depression in a given year increased by 52% from 2005 to 2017. From 2009 to 2017, it grew by 63% in adults ages 18 to 25. Almost 25% of teens view social media as having a negative effect, citing cyberbullying, rumor spreading, and mental health issues as some of the main issues. We also know that 1 in every 5 children is sexually solicited online. This is a predator's domain. According to online monitoring software Bark, the platforms with the highest percentages of predatory encounters are messaging app Kik, Snapchat, and TikTok. So why are kids so vulnerable to grooming online? Your child's prefrontal cortex isn't fully formed until they reach age 25, which means they aren't able to fully form decisions based on experiential knowledge. They're comparing themselves to fake social media images. The stressors put on kids have only increased. They aren't connected to the support that they are used to and are lacking these feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. Many victims of trafficking enter the sex trade when they are a minor. This tells us that minors are marketable to be sold for commercial sex. Ease of access to online platforms means that both child and predator are able to easily connect in a variety of ways. Predators can be grooming hundreds of underage victims at one time, putting on different personas to better lure their chosen prey. Realize as a parent that going completely off the grid isn't really realistic in today's age. The internet can be a fantastic tool, helping kids to learn virtually with school, stay connected with friends, and be educated about important causes. It's normal for kids to interact with the screen and to engage with various apps that may put them in the wake of a predator. So rather than removing all technology and thereby the online threat for the moment, which is fairly impossible and you may just have your kids seek it out more, you can empower your kids to make good decisions now that will protect them for their whole life. One way you can begin broaching this topic with your kids is by reminding them, as always, to be educated consumers, to think before they engage with something, even though all their friends are doing it. You can do this by quizzing them from an early age what is real versus fake. Take these edited photos, which went viral, fooling many who believed they were real. This viral frozen Venice picture is actually a composite of 2 pictures, Venice and Lake Baikal frozen during the wintertime. Or this photo, which seemingly depicts a World War I soldier doing a popular dance move called dabbing. It's actually a behind-the-scenes picture from the 2017 film Dunkirk. You can find similar fake and real photos and challenge your kids to spot which photos they think are edited. Explain the difference between real life and what is on the internet. It's incredibly easy to alter images, content, or profiles to paint an unrealistic picture and hide behind a fake persona. You can explain that adults get tricked online too. In fact, in 2019, romance scams were the second most reported crime reported to the FBI, costing $201 million in 1 year. This is where a person poses as a romantic interest, courts their victims online with a fake profile, gains their trust or grooms them, and asks for money, typically for emergency purposes like hospital bills, etc. Then they completely ghost or run off with their victim's money. Here are some important reminders when helping your kids navigate the internet safely. In general, they need to be a conscious consumer with the mindset of, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Understanding that rarely, if ever, do people expect nothing in return when they offer something to you. There will inevitably be some expectation of payment. Explain to your child that they must never, under any circumstance, accept gifts or rewards from someone online without your approval. Keep in mind times when your child may be more vulnerable. According to internet monitoring software Bark, most instances of predation take place during, before, or after the weekend. Or they may be more vulnerable to make questionable decisions when they're tired or lonely at night. Use this as a rule of thumb when developing a phone contract. For example, maybe they leave their phone in a lockbox at night or you turn off the internet. An abuser may threaten the child, their loved ones, or even themselves to try to control their victim. If you don't do this, I'll hurt myself. Explain this is never okay in a relationship and empower them to get help if it happens. Remind them that if someone takes advantage of them, it is not their fault. The abuser should feel ashamed, not them. Go through a safety plan with them of what happens if someone threatens them or asks them for anything sexual. They should find you, or if you're not available, an adult that they trust and report immediately. Explain that they will not be in trouble for telling the truth. Next week, we'll hear from Amanda on what to do now if you fear your child has already been groomed online. Thanks so much for watching.